So it's Friday night here, and I'd like to take just a few minutes to talk to you about convenience stores because there's actually a connection between those two here. Now, convenience stores obviously are found all over the place. If you've ever been in a really dense city like this one, there's several per block, and there's a ridiculous number. It's hard to even know how you could justify having that many, but apparently that's in the economic model. But one thing you need to know about convenience stores in this part of the world is they serve a more important day-to-day function than I think even ones in the United States do. Because around here, restaurants are fairly expensive. And a lot of people will go to convenience store chains to eat at lunch. And it's true in China too. In fact, a lot of places around here have dining areas inside these little like 7-Eleven type stores. Very, very common. Some places in China I remember seeing actually had a second floor that was just like a tiny little mezzanine that was just for people who were eating there. Very, very common for people to take their lunch in these places because everywhere else is too expensive. They're kind of like group places where you take like business people. So if you're just a normal worker, you go to one of these places. But they do something here that I have to assume they only refrain from doing in China because of some kind of regulation. And that's that they have people eating and drinking right outside of these places. Now, I've mentioned this, and you've actually seen it if you've watched these. If you watched the video I did about the Skybridge area, I mentioned that there's a lot of al fresco dining in this part of the world. A lot of the restaurants here will have like shutters built into them, so they can kind of open up the restaurant on a nice evening, like tonight, and you have kind of like an indoor-outdoor thing going on. But even smaller places and like coffee shops will have they'll have furniture outside for people to eat and drink out there. Very common. I mentioned that Moo Inn, which is the automated coffee shop downstairs. That place has some tables and chairs outside. It's just really, really common. But what's interesting to me is you also see that in convenience stores. They actually will have like plastic patio furniture that they will take out, and people, it's mostly at noon again because if it's fair weather outside they go out there. But honest to God, on Friday nights you will see people sitting out in front of these places drinking, just like it's a bar. It's actually pretty common, and in fact right now I'm going to show you just a few brief videos of some street scenes I took this evening. It actually wasn't terribly crowded tonight, but you will at least see what it is I'm talking about. So we're going to walk by two separate chains here. And as I said, this is actually a pretty quiet night for these places. I think because some of the eating streets were opening up, so a lot of people are going out to places like that. But you will see here, especially if you'd gone during the day, a lot of these places were actually much more active. Many people do come by here to eat or just to have like water or coffee during the day. Pretty common. This place I've seen people drinking outside though, so there is that.